Hey, what's up everyone, Same Time Gaming here. Welcome back for another Division 2 build video. Well guys, today I'm going to be showing you one of my friends' build video actually. He used this build for a long time. Not a long time, maybe like 10 days or so. And he's been using this build for fun, just for fun to be honest. And he's actually doing a lot of damage, especially in PvP also he's doing a lot of damage. But I'm not a PvP guy like him, but yeah, I use the PVE version of this. But then for PvP, you just have to change one of these stats and you should be good. So this is an SMG build. It's SMG crit build, but trust me, it does a lot of damage. I've seen this work, and he used this build and he likes kill people for fun. I've seen him killing too many guys in the dark zone, and I was wondering like what build he's using. Is he using some crazy stuff like PvP solid build? But no, he's just using the crit build from SMG, like SMG crit build. So this is the build as you can see over here. High-end stuff, SMG, firewall specialization because I want that striker shield, and also gives me that crazy armor kit. You know, when you get that armor, you get that 200% armor and health at the same time for 10 seconds, I think. So that's why firewall. And the weapon I'm using is Banshee and also the Lady Death. You can see now, if you don't have the Lady Death, you don't have to use it because my primary weapon is Banshee anyway. So I've tried many other weapons. I tried, let's say, the house or the apartment, or whatever you want to call it, the MPX. I've tried that. This one, safety distance. I've also tried safety distance because SMG is a close personal. Actually, I have the close and personal talent here. So yeah, it's a close and personal kind of thing, the weapon. So I tried with the perfect outsider, which gives me that crazy accuracy and optimal range, which helps you beam, right? Also tried the killer, but the build I have, the killer actually doesn't like, sync with the build, but close and personal talent do sync with the build because I gotta be close and to do the damage and also get some bonus armor and also do even more damage if I'm closer. So that's why close and personal talent I'm using. You can see perfect guard roll Banshee, SMG damage, crit chance, and damage to target out of cover. Because you're close, you don't need damage to armor, because when you're close, the NPCs are basically going to come out of cover and try to shoot you anyway, so you get that multiplicative damage coming up. Now, once you kill someone, you get that 30% weapon damage from close and personal, and this just melts. Like, not kidding, it melts. And for Lady Death, you run, you gain stacks, simple stuff. You get amplified damage, and you do 75% amplified damage. That's all. And once you kill someone, you literally become the Flash. So that's the weapon. Now, 3-piece Walker Harris. That's what I'm using. Now, why is that? Because get that weapon damage, 5% damage to armor, and damage to health 5%. This build doesn't have any damage to health because this is not an assault rifle build. Assault rifle comes with a damage to health. So 5% damage to health is fine. Well, you kill those red NPCs or the NPCs without the armor bar, you can kill them a little faster than without having any damage to health. So yeah, so for the mask you can see weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage mod. I'm using the perfect adrenaline rush backpack, which is the Metador from Walker and Harris, because when you close to the NPC within 10 meters, you get that bonus armor, and it stacks up to 3 times, and 23% bonus armor. Of course, it's just gonna constantly give you bonus armor all the time when you're close to the NPCs, which going to save you a little bit because extra armor always helps, right? Now, when you get extra armor, this is where the damage comes in, which is the Intimidate talent. When you have bonus armor, you do 35% multiplicative damage with the enemies, who are within like 10 meters. So you got to be close to get that armor, and you got to be close to get that damage. So yeah, you just get that armor and you do that multiplicative damage. And once you kill someone, which you will with this build, of course you will kill, you will get that close and personal buff active. Once you get that close and personal buff active, guys, yeah, it's good times. You're just gonna shred anything. Like seriously, anybody is close to, you're gonna shred. Especially for like control points and stuff, farming anything. Like if you know the location where the tunnels or like doors way wherever they come from, if you know those locations, you just go there and like spawn trap them. You're just gonna kill waves and waves of enemies. They have no chance. This is so good. And if there's a little bit far from you and you take a little bit of damage, just, get that armor kit, get that extra buff. The armor buff, and you won't, if you take damage, it doesn't really matter because it's always regening your armor. You just get that armor kit, rush towards them, kill them, and just keep killing them like that. So that's how this build works. You just go in their face and just, shoot them in the face. That's all. So 2-piece Sokolov, of course, the chest piece is the Sokolov and the gloves is the Sokolovs, because that SMG damage and critical hit damage from Sokolov, of course. Now, I would recommend having weapon handling here, because I don't really need crit chance, because my build already have maxed out crit chance, since SMG has a lot of crit chance in them anyway, so you don't need much crit chance on your build. You can just spec on critical hit damage. That way you can reach like 200% critical hit damage. So yeah, weapon handling would be nice, because weapon handling gives you that reload speed. The faster you reload, the more sustained DPS you do. So yeah. Now the only piece I have as a holster which doesn't have a partner is the Grupo Sombra. That's because 15% critical hit damage. Simple as that. Weapon damage, crit damage, and crit chance attributes. Now, with the Banshee, I have 59.3% critical hit chance, which could be maxed out if my attributes were maxed, and almost 190% critical hit damage. It could be 200% if all my stats are maxed out again, and the mods as well. So yeah, you could go 200% critical hit damage with this build. But this still, like 190% critical hit damage is no joke. Like, it's just gonna melt. And you get that 5% multiplicative damage from armor damage, and damage to target out of cover doesn't really show up, but it does applies. So yeah, that's the build, guys. That's the all high-end like build. This is what I'm using in PVE. Now for PvP, what my friend was doing, he rolled, I think, his chest piece and I think his gloves was on armor, like stats, those two weapon damage were 170,000 armor for him. That's what I inspected, and he had like 1.1 million armor, and he was using this exact same build. This is copy paste type of thing, okay? Exact same build with all the 3 Walker Harris and 2 Sokolov and 1 Grupo. He was using exact same thing on PvP, and he was melting them. Like I thought that maybe he's using the cheese armor regen or like some other DPS or something like, build. But no, he was using actually all crit build for the SMG, and he was killing people. The guys who had like armor regen build doesn't stand a chance, because he's doing so much damage that the armor regen from Foundry Bulwark is failing in front of this build. Now, I can't show you the footage because I didn't record him, of course, for his own safety or something. I don't know. I didn't record him. I probably forgot, but I don't know. But yeah, I didn't try it in myself on PvP because not a PvP player. Even though you give me the best PvP build in the world, I'll probably die. So yeah, better not to touch what you can do. So, but still, for PvP, this works. I've seen him do. He's a really good PvP player, and he's literally doing this like it's go-to build. Every time I inspect him, he's using this build with just 2 armor rolls, got like 1.1 million armor, and got all the stats exactly same like I have. Instead of this skill haste on the gloves, he has like weapon handling and exactly all this stuff. He's all like stats are like maxed out, perfect guard rolls and all that. Crazy farmer, I know, right? So, or crazy RNG. So yeah, that's what the build is. And I actually asked his permission, like, should I make the build video? And I like, you should. Like, okay, fine. Why did you tell me? Like, it's been more than a week. So yeah, this is the build and he's using. And basically when he like go rogue or something, he just like go rogue and take a little bit of damage. That's what I've seen. Like I've watched him do that. Like, he take a little bit of damage and then he procs that armor kit from the firewall. And then when he had that crazy armor bonus he's getting from the firewall, because it's always regen your armor, right? Like 200% armor and health. So he just rushes towards the player and just like melt them. That's pretty much what he does. And this build works really nice. I've tried it in PvE and I've been very happy using this build, to be honest. And also for console players, it's going to be really nice. You can use this in PvP, you're going to get good success with this. And for PvE, of course, this is good. And when you're in a team, you're going to get that extra buff as well, because people running different builds and gives that, stats of like extra damage and stuff. Especially like if you have a healer in your build, you get that crazy damage from Future Initiative nowadays. So with that bonus, you're probably going to hit like 950 plus K or like 1 million. I'm not good at maths, but yeah, the amount of damage I do, if you get buff from Future Initiative and all that, you will hit like a lot. Like when I'm with a group who doesn't have Future Initiative, like normal DPS build, I'm hitting like 850. But when I'm solo, I hit like 600,000 something, because I don't have anybody to buff me, my damage. So that's what my damage is. Now I'm going to show you my damage though. So you can see I'm here, and my bonus armor is already proccing, because I'm here, and I'm going to just run around with the Lady Death. Let's see how much the Lady Death can do. So you can see Intimidate is active, Lady Death amplified bonus is active. So I'm just going to try to kill this target here. Let's see how much damage I can do. So as you can see, boom, it's done. 9 million is the DPS that's got recorded. I hope this is right and not bugged out, but you can see I did like 700,000, 718,000 damage when the Lady Death buff was full active. When it decreased it a little bit, the buff was going down when you fire your bullet. Then it came down to all the way 679,000, and otherwise I was hitting 718,000 with the Lady Death. And when you're in a group, you're probably going to hit 850 plus, and when you have a Future Initiative guy or someone who's buffing your damage, you're probably going to hit 1 million per bullet, no doubt. So that was the Lady Death here, guys, and you can see the DPS is like 9 million. Now if you put 2 armor on your build, which is the armor roll instead of weapon damage, you will decrease a little bit of DPS, but I don't think it will go less than, let's say, 6 million. Let's go 5 million. Let's go 5 million. I know it's even lower, but it won't go less than 5 million if you roll 2 armors. And that's what my friend had for PvP. He had 2 armor rolls, and nobody has 5 million armor in their build. So, it literally shreds. So if you can take my word for it, do that, and trust me, try it out. You're going to have a lot of fun. It's all about fun, that's all. Now for the Banshee, if I get the close and personal going on, not now, the close and personal is not active. But yeah, with close and personal active, and look at that, 600,000 per bullet as a crit, you can see. And it's pretty good damage as well. And I half magazine this NPC. I also have, like, right now, as you can see, I have 30 magazine left. So I kill this guy in about 20 magazine, 25 magazine, because Banshee has like 53. So I killed him in 23 mag. So yeah, that's your Banshee. If I go like a named here, like named NPC, I can still kill it with a Banshee. I think so. Yep, 1 clipped him. The named got 1 clipped. With close and personal, it should be even easier. Now, I'm going for body shots, but when you're close, you should go for headshots, not body shots, of course. But yeah, you can see, like, literally killing the named guy here, like, without any trouble. Like, you still have 5 magazine left. I mean, yeah, ammo left. So that's the SMG crit build, guys. Try it out. It's all about having fun, like I said. My friend was doing this on PvP, but I've tried on PvE, not PvP. I don't have PvP footage, unfortunately. Not a PvP player, come on. So yeah, that's the build. I think I showed you my stats, right? You can see 190 critical hit damage, critical hit chance, armor damage 5%, health damage 5%. No reload speed, unfortunately. But if you can chuck in some weapon handling here and there, do that. But yeah, this build is working really nice. And of course, the Striker Shield will also buff you damage, like 10%. Each enemy, I think, per enemy. That's what it does. So yeah, that's the build here, guys, the SMG crit build. Try it out and let me know in the comment section if you already use this build or not. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.